It's the beginning of the end. Hello, One Piece enthusiasts. I'm the One Piece nerd, and today let's talk about One Piece chapter 1121. Unfortunately, I am a week late to the review, and well, it technically isn't my fault. Well, things have been going on, but regardless, I'm not gonna go through the chapter step by step, and just gonna talk over the things that have happened. We know the final contenders of the One Piece. There are 12 contenders as of now by Oda, who has said that these are possible candidates who will be finding the One Piece. Now, this is not the video where I speculate each and all of the contenders and how much potential they have, but that's for a future video. For now, let's just talk about the surface level things. Before we move on, make sure to like and subscribe, it helps the channel a lot. Now that you have, let's begin. It all starts with Bonnie defeating Saturn. I believe Luffy could have defeated Saturn way before, and the tendency of Luffy to let Bonnie finish things for herself, because she's the one that truly deserved this victory. I think it is very poetic of Luffy, and it's very unlike him. It's very unlike Luffy for him to let someone else do the deed that he was supposed to do. But he saw the potential in Bonnie, and the way Saturn disappeared, I believe it is the part of Emmett's power. I personally wanted to make a video within the week where I talk about how the five elders could be defeated. This proves nothing though. We still don't have any idea as to how Saturn was defeated, and what is the key behind defeating the five elders. But all we know is Emmett might have done something with it, because last chapter we ended with Emmett saying that is a time to unlock my power, and this chapter we have not seen Emmett at all. We've rather been focused on Saturn trying to stop the Straw Hats and Bonnie fighting with him and fighting Saturn. Other than that, we've been hearing Vegapunk's message and reaction of the overworld world, and of course, by the end of it, we saw reaction to everyone. It's hilarious how Rayleigh and Shanks are basically going through the same things. Although Rayleigh was there when One Piece was found, he knows about what the One Piece is. He knows what awaits the people that will be finding the One Piece. For Shanks, on the other hand, he might know a lot of things, but he still doesn't know what the One Piece is. And which is why he's a contender in and of itself. But it's very unlike Shanks to be in this sort of a state at this point in time. I would really want him to be more focused and probably get back to the task at hand. He did say he was going for the One Piece, and I don't think he's backing out anytime soon. So with that being said, none of the contenders that have been shown in the last panel can be discarded as not an option, because each and every single one of them played a significant enough role for Oda to put them into the final slide. And it now culminates 25 years of intense build-up, 25 years of fleshing out all these different sorts of characters, all these different factions, and now finally culminating into the big war, culminating into the whole world connecting together in one place to find the One Piece, no puns intended, is one of the best ways to end the story. The ending of this One Piece is already beginning to surprise me in a lot of ways. People I never thought that would be a part of fighting for the One Piece are now a part of it. With the exception of Saturn being defeated and the key behind defeating the five elders, everything else is crystal clear. One thing that, however, is bugging my mind, which I'm sure that people who are reading this are carefully, especially the ones who will be reading it on a binge, will realize that Katarina Devon took the appearance of Saturn and Saturn only. We have not seen them, when I mean them, I mean Van Augur and Katarina Devon, taking the shape of any other of the five elders. It seems highly it seems highly unlikely that they do it out of coincidence. It's like they knew that Saturn's time was up. Someone in the Blackbeard Pirates knows exactly what to do, knows exactly where to go, which people to target, and what to do. It seems that Blackbeard has someone on his team and who has the potential of figuring out that yes, these are the people we must target in order to do what we must. And so the Blackbeard Pirates decided to take the form of Saturn out of the 5 elders, and Saturn was coincidentally the first one to go. I don't think Saturn can be brought back. I think this is ultimately the end for Saturn, and that is all I can say. Last part of the mysterious figure. We know 11 of the 12 figures. Some of them having their own individual parts or individual factions. It seems odd at first, but it can be explained in a future video. But the one person that everyone was talking about, when the spoilers were out, I was still there, they said it looked somewhat like another Figureland, and it could be Shanks' alter ego, or rather his twin, which I highly disregard. Because yes, the shadowy figure does look kind of like Shanks, but we've only seen his face and his sword. Yes, his sword is a lot like Shanks's, but it doesn't mean that it has to be Shanks. It could be anything or anyone. And in my opinion, I think the last and final character that had to be introduced by the end of the series, before the end of the series, before we get into the final saga. Yes, technically this is the final saga, but the final war has yet to begin. This is just the start. And before the war begins, someone had to show up. And this one person, of course, has been building up ever since Wano. The end of Wano being the man marked by flames. I believe the last person that we saw is the man marked by flames. It's someone who is a contender for the One Piece. He has the 4th poneglyph. If he doesn't have the 4th poneglyph, he knows his whereabouts. I'm sure Shanks knows about him too. But the fact that he might not have access to all the other 3 poneglyphs kind of seems irrational at this point, but it also kind of makes sense because Wano has been shut off for such a long time. It's highly unlikely for anyone other than Kaido to get his hands on the last poneglyph. Now, of course, Shanks and Blackbeard both have the road poneglyphs from all the 3 places, and the last place remaining is the man marked by flames. I believe the huge war that is about to happen will be revolving around him, because I doubt any of the factions that we've seen has the last poneglyph, and the person who does have the last poneglyph does not have the other 3. That is likely how the final war is trying to shape up to be. Speculations as to who is in line first is doubtful the future, but the final person, believe it or not, I am sick of the idea of Shanks having an evil twin or Shanks being evil. I believe this is a mysterious character. That's the last character that is needed to be introduced to the story before it ends. I think this was the last main character that needed to show up. That's it for the video, guys. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think about the mysterious figure. Let me know who is going to find the One Piece first. And of course, finding the One Piece doesn't have to be Luffy. It probably might not be Luffy who finds the One Piece, but rather somebody else. Let me know who it'll be. And that's it for the video, guys. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe. Have a great day, and peace.